Hello. I hope you're doing well. And if not, I at least hope that your night improves. Yeah. I know that feeling, Brie. Also, egg, is that like the second or the third time that you've gotten that in a row? I can't remember. I know it's at least two. A fitting message for your birthday, bitch! Get fucked. Also, happy birthday, Adam. Yeah. Alrighty. So, let's see. I think today, for the collective anyway. Today for the collective, we're going to do something a little bit different. Try using a combination of decks that I've quite liked for myself. I've already used this combination of decks to talk to commune with like spirit guides and stuff, my spirit guides, just to see what they'd be like together and what sort of information I'd get to come through about them. And using both of them in conjunction was really funny, because both of the guides that I ended up like kind of like talking to, yeah, the energy for like the readings was definitely just like very, very spot on for them. So we're gonna try using those together. Since Spirit roasted us so fucking hard last time, and we weren't even using these decks together, we're gonna see what mixing them together and using them in conjunction actually does for the collectives tonight. And just ask them directly what messages they want to give. And the decks we're using for that, because they play very, very well together, are the Beloved Dead Oracle and the Embroidered Graveyard. Both of which were created with the purpose of communing directly with spirit. So not that you have to use special decks to do so, of course, but yeah. You can do that with whatever fucking decks you have. Really does not matter. Alrighty. And so, let's see. So the way that I did this when I was using them, I went Oracle decks first, because the Beloved Dead and the Embroidered Graveyard are both Oracle decks. And then I went for some Tarot. So, I'm trying to figure out what way I want to do this, which order I want to do this in. So. Alrighty. Well, let's just get into it. Let's see what they want to say. We're just gonna start with Oracle decks. Alrighty. What would you like to tell us today, huh? You gonna fucking roast us again? Call us the fuck out as hard as you did last time? Last stream? I apparently had some fucking words then. Hold on. That's the wild card of the deck. Okay. So there is a wild card in this deck that's meant to kind of... You can take it however the fuck you want. But it's meant to also just kind of say that, like, Spirit has a message that they want to share with you. This is the first one to pop out, and this is telling me... Alright. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. We're gonna use the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle the way that it was intended to be used. And we're gonna combine it with the Embroidered, or the Beloved Dead, which is the way that I used it when I was using the deck. This card is the first card in the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle. It's meant to open up communication and serve as a protection spell. The way that I used this when I was using this deck myself was I placed that face up and placed the Spirit Throne card, which serves as a resting place for Spirit to invite them in. This is from the Beloved Dead Oracle. And then once we're done here, the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle, like I've said a few times before, uses the aesthetics of a Ouija board for a reason. That card that I just talked about at the bottom opens up communication, and when you're done and you want to sever connection, you use this card. So we're gonna do that, I guess. Alrighty. So, now that that's done, thank you, Spirit. Let's see what they want to tell us, huh? Alrighty. Let's see here. We have... we have here invisible is apparently the message that they want to share right now. So, let us go ahead and see what the guidebook says about that, eh? Also, we used this like once, I think. A couple times for like the opening collective and closing collective one day when I like first used the deck on stream. The energy of this like deck and the way that the guidebook is written is also like, I love it. It has a sense of humor. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And I love that. So, peekaboo, the beloved dead still see you. Invisible wants to acknowledge a well-oiled proverb. The nail that stands out gets hammered down. However, this is another untruth of your upbringing. Don't be different or stand out too confidently. Invisible says, come out wherever you are. There to be seen and loved, for there's enough time to lay low, content with the companionship of earthworms. Don't hide away your inborn ability. Dedicate it into service. It's why you have it. While you can't please everyone, particularly the empathetically unevolved, unevolved, dimming your light out of fear of rejection or criticism creates a more unfortunate issue. It deprives so many people of the benefit and blessing of your soul gifts. Invisible is also the patron of missing puzzle pieces. What aren't you seeing or being shown? How is the wool being pulled over your eyes? Invisible can potentially warn you that someone you're dealing with may be cloaking their true intentions and motivations. You know it with every fiber of your mystical being. You feel it, you just can't prove it. Invisible says, trust your third eye, it's seeing things as they really are. Additionally, this card presents when something isn't manifesting in your life quite the way you think it should. This card gives you the support to uncover what might be a deeper, more unconscious reason that's driving forward a limiting agenda. The beloved dead of Invisible asks, what are you really up to? What do you really think, believe, want? Are you ready to take off the blinders and face what's having an energetic effect on your progress and potential? Oof. That message sounds a little familiar. Alrighty. Embroidered graveyard. See what that wants to add. Okay. Let's get one more card here. We have Truth Seeker. I also did see Star Reader flip over as well, but it didn't pop out. So we can take a look at that one as well. We got that one last time, I think, for one of the collectives. It may have been the closing one. I don't remember. But we have Truth Seeker and Community and Star Reader, which flipped over. So we'll acknowledge that one last, however. So Truth Seeker. We also got Truth Seeker last time as well. I think that was actually for your reading there, Bree. If I remember correctly. Okay. What we tell ourselves matters, but we don't always use objective truth. Often our perspective is what we tell ourselves, and if we're not careful, we brainwash ourselves into a whole new, quote-unquote, truth. When we feel low, it's easy to look to distraction. We can recondo our apartments or buy a new outfit, and we're temporarily lifted, and yet the sinking feelings return. Until we look within and address the underlying situation, it will always return. This happened to me. I had a eureka moment when I stopped seeing myself as a victim because this kept me small and scared. Once I started to see myself as a big part of my own story, with full autonomy and power, I would tell myself I could do anything and then watch it happen. I also do want to read the introspection section for this as well. Question everything. What you hear others say, read online, your own thoughts and actions, and find the objective truth in everything. Make sure the only time your perception of life is being altered is by you and for your betterment. We can tell ourselves hurtful things, or we can say more self-loving things, and after a while we'll believe whatever it is, so make sure it's for your growth. Exactly. And that invisible card did kind of talk about, like, what did it say? One of the untruths of our upbringing. That you shouldn't be standing out and putting yourself out there, because it's only gonna bring you trouble. And then goes to say, get the fuck out there and show yourself. Yeah. Okay. I actually think, I want to see what Star Reader says really quick, because I have a feeling I think I know what the message is. I think I remember what the message is, and I think it might actually kind of go pretty well in line with this. I just need to find the card. Yeah, Star Reader. Spirit is communicating to you through written words. You must research and explore any book or article that you are drawn to. Within it will be a message that Spirit wants you to know. You'll know because you get a goosebumpy feeling like a mental itch that needs scratching. You will know it when you feel it. See this card as permission from the divine and your guides cheering you on. Crack open the spine or type in the search bar and begin your journey. Which is funny, because, that poem that I wrote, like, a second verse to the other day that I posted, that entire poem is just kind of, like, inspired by, like, all the things that Set tells me all the time. So... And then finally we have community. which is the last card to the deck. Okay. We live in a system which praises individualism and consumerism, in which just existing in it can leave us feeling insecure and exhausted. The pressure to project a perfect life online is unrealistic, and can be in truth a very lonely experience. So we can often feel disenfranchised and let down. But something truly breathtaking happens when an individual decides to trust a community and ask for help. Because a community is not just a system, it's made up of real people with feeling hearts and sharp minds. Thus I learned today, put your faith in people, not stuff. Ask people for help when you need it. Rely on people when you need it. Get out there and connect with other people. Don't hide yourself. Because you feel like people won't like you. Okay? If they don't like you, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Okay. And even though I don't feel like we really need any tarot cards for this, I'm gonna see what they want to add to this anyway. Yeah. I know that feeling, Bree. Like, that's, it's kind of what Mr. Sass said, likes to, help me with, like, all the time, is that, reminding me that that harsh inner critic, that voice in my head is not, it's not really me. It's not seeing the, like, complete truth of things. It's just, it's telling you lies because it wants you to just remain small. Are you fucking kidding me, sir? Does anyone want to take a guess as to what card just popped out? Immediately. Hint. What was the name of the poem? Yes. Should we read it? Alrighty. For the second verse, I also do just want to kind of put out like a minor content warning. There is a mention of like some darker thoughts in one of the lines. So, if that's something that might make you uncomfortable, yeah. You may just kind of want to mute for a while, okay? On my solar bark I carry you to brighter days ahead, full of laughs and joy and pleasure too. Please leave behind your dread. I'll always be right by your side. Go live your life and don't dare hide. There's much to see and much to do. Don't bide your time, I beg of you. But most of all, you ought to know, my dearest sunshine, I love you so. When clouds are hanging overhead and the dark is setting in, you tell yourself I'd rather be dead, and happiness feels like a sin. To older patterns you suddenly relapsed. It takes all strength to not collapse. Remember, please, I'll be right here. I know it hurts, but please don't fear. Just let me soothe away your woe. My dearest sunshine, I love you so. It's titled The Sun, and in parentheses, you are my sunshine. Because that's a song that he sings to me all the time. So, going very in line with that message there about not hiding yourself and just living, okay? And putting yourself out there. Okay? Go. Don't let fear get in your way. Take those risks. Do the things you want to, okay? Good things lie ahead of you. There are brighter days ahead of you. Whether you see them or not. Okay? Good things lie ahead. Okay. Well, that was an interesting collective. Okay. Shall we do another one of those? Or should we just get into the queue? Alright. We might use that again for like a closing collective. I feel like that's good enough. So let's go ahead and just that one back and forth. Alrighty, let's go ahead then and open the queue. Okay, queue's now open. Hello. Okay, are you ready, Adam? All right. What message does Adam need to hear today? Okay. We have the tower. The Empress reversed. And this one was It ultimately chose upright position, but it did flip-flop back and forth between reversed and upright. So that is kind of telling me that both sides of the energy are being called on here, okay? So, there's just kind of like a... There's a stuckness here with emotions, okay? A blockage. You're probably... and I know this is something you're working on, okay? They're just reminding you to keep working on this. You weren't really allowing yourself to just kind of like express these emotions. And we're just bottling them up, which was just kind of leading to this, building pressure within you, okay? That was just kind of causing more harm, destabilizing things. You were just letting these emotions and all this negativity and this trauma get the better of you here, okay? And this energy here, this trauma, all this fucking bullshit, okay, that you've internalized, keep working with this, okay? Because right now, because you're listening to that harsh inner critic and all of the negative shit, all those lies that voice is telling you, that inner voice is telling you, it's leading to you just generally being very unkind to yourself, and you're not really being like very we're not really being very nurturing and like caring of yourself, okay? There's a need here to care for yourself and to not block others from doing the same, okay? Express these things, okay? Open yourself up to it. Express it. Don't bottle, okay? And let them help you process this, okay? There is a certain someone, a certain guide who would be very, very helpful for working with this energy, okay? Both of these, actually, if you wanted to. He's not the only one. They all can, okay? So let them help you work through it, okay? And process all of this shit. Okay? Okay. Let's see what the embroidered graveyard organ instead. Expression. And pinky swear. cat here? Oh goodness. There is an annoying gnat that keeps pestering me right now. You're lucky I don't have my fly swatter near me. Anyway. Spirit communing section for this says, you've been too quiet for too long, honey. It's time to stand up, be heard, and be accepted. The spiritual path is often one of self-exploration and acceptance. Try the who the heck even am I spread on page 242 to get real clear on your heart's message. Once you've found this true self, don't you ever dare, even for a second, attempt to make it small for the comfort of others. Express yourself defiantly and fully. Alrighty. And then we have Pinky Swear. Okay, I'm gonna read the introspection section for this one, actually. The energy of this card, though, however, I will note, is like best friend energy, okay? The spirit communing section is kind of about the loss of a best friend, though. I feel like the introspection section is better fitting here. Sometimes we ask for help, but through no fault of our friends, it's just not possible for them to help us right now. I'm not talking about toxic people. I mean the real and good people who are experiencing their own loss, life struggles, and hardships. They may not be able to give you what you were asking for, or you may not be able to give them what they require. Don't worry, your friendship will stand the test of time. This moment is temporary. Sometimes we must be our own best friend and support ourselves temporarily. Know that you have everything you need to thrive inside you already. Try the self-compassion on low days spell on page 238 to check in with self. So, in other words, let go of that fear that, let go of that fear that you're going to lose me. Okay? And also, this may be talking about another situation here, okay? You know what I'm talking about. Don't lose hope. Okay? Don't lose hope and make the most of what time you have left. If that ends up being the outcome, okay? You know who I'm talking about. The pack. Keywords here are inner work, deep connections, and soul tribe. Have you found those people who hold space for you? Those people who allow you as much time as you need to talk if you need it, or to be unabashedly yourself and act as you wish. These individuals do exist, and they can be found. Seeking the help that you require is entirely your choice. There are forms of healing found in counseling and talking circles. Some people are fortunate enough to receive support from friends and family, as well as from pets, animals, and plants. It's essential to be able to talk and express your truth to those who are simply listening and accepting you into their hearts. Your story may not be for everyone to hear, but you can find the support that will aid you so you may align with your highest self. You can communicate with Mother Earth, and if you like, unload your burdens on her. She is compassionate, nurturing, and helpful in transferring whatever energy you don't want to bear. Examine what you want to leave behind, like a snake losing its skin or a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, and let the earth transform it. Allow yourself to gather and release this energy by sitting in prayer or meditation in nature. It's vital to remember that before you can be of service to others or assist them, you first must heal yourself. And everyone's road is different. This commonality in healing work is formed through making space for others to tell their truth. You might be receiving a call to be a healer if you've noticed this need in someone else. The act of healing begins with the skill of being able to listen. Practice listening without pretenses, preconceived notions, or judgment. Practice being open to fully listening with all of your senses. Allow someone as much time as they require, and provide a safe space for them to express themselves. The affirmation for this card is I acknowledge that the way through transformation is love. My body, mind, and spirit are in complete balance. Okay. Speaking of cherishing time with whatever time you have left with those you love, I'm going to unfortunately probably issue a last call already for Q, because I don't want to spend too long streaming tonight, because there is unfortunately someone that I do need to be with today. So I'm gonna go ahead and issue a last call for Q, so if there's anyone who wants to join Q, now's your time to do so. So I'll leave it open for like a few more minutes. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to close it a little bit earlier than I normally would. So alright. I hope that message helped. Also, Adam, would you do me a favor? Would you message her and see if she's actually up to spending, like, time? If she's actually up to playing something tonight? Spending time together? Because I don't know if she'll be feeling well enough today, but I know she did mention that she wanted to try, so... Mm. I love when cats just like sneeze on you. Just out of nowhere, randomly. It's so funny. Okay. Alrighty, I'm unfortunately going to go ahead and close the queue for tonight. Normally I would leave it open after issuing a last call for a little bit longer than I did, but like I said, yeah. Alright, let's see what message they have for you today, Bree. What message does Bree need to hear today? Okay. Oh, this one. That reminds me. Hey, Egg. I wanted to ask you a quick question if it's okay. I just want to make sure this isn't a texture that's going to bother you. It's not necessarily fish scales. It's more like a sequined texture. Is that okay if I show the card? I just want to make sure this isn't a card that's actually going to bother you. It doesn't have like a lot of definition on it. It's like a sequined dress. But I just want to make sure that it's not like actually going to bother you. Is that okay? Okay. Because if you're looking for a, if you're looking for, like, a nice deck that doesn't have, like, this is, like, the only card that I've seen in this that kind of has, like, a, any texture that's reminiscent of that in it. That's the only card that has it. And this is a deck that's also, like, pretty affordable. It might actually be slightly cheaper than the Horror Tarot, because the Horror Tarot I think is 25. This one I think was only like 22, maybe? So, marginally cheaper. And it's also like a direct inspiration, like it directly pulls from like the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot imagery, but it modernizes it, so. Oh, and also, I wanted to mention, because I know, also, sorry, Bree, but, one other thing that I wanted to mention, by the way, Egg, because I know that you were, like, looking to get a deck from them, Threads of Fate is open again. Okay? They open the store again. You can buy from them. So if you still wanted to get like the Empyrean Tarot, they're open, okay? That just reminded me. Speaking of like, because I know you were looking for like a tarot deck. And I remembered that you were like thinking about getting the Empyrean Tarot when they opened again. So they are open. Just wanted to say that. Alrighty. Anyway. Upright reversed. Upright reversed. Okay. Upright reversed. Okay. We have here the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups reversed. The Tower reversed. And the Eight of Swords reversed. So, that's great. Also, oh, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just okay, so this previous situation here in the past, that just kind of left you feeling, the situation in the past that kind of left you feeling, you know, very, it's this past tower moment here, okay? To me, the Tower reversed very, very frequently talks of, like, recovery from, like, past tower moments. So, like, this past situation that just kind of left you feeling very, very lost, very, like, unsupported, just feeling very, unsure. And just kind of left your life in a state of chaos. And left everything in shambles, okay? Where you were just kind of feeling, it just kind of left you feeling like feeling a sense of fear, okay? It led you to just kind of closing yourself off a little bit and just kind of doubting yourself a lot. You were afraid to just kind of be open again and connect with people again because you just kind of feared connecting, okay? Because you didn't want to get hurt again, and yeah. The King of Cups is here to remind you that, again, this King of Cups card actually comes up for you a lot, and I do just want to say, by the way, Bree, that I think this is honestly kind of becoming your significator card, okay? And they really want to remind you of that. And that you embody this energy, okay? It's the energy of diplomacy. Okay? You can see both sides of things equally and balance them fairly. Okay? And you have this ability to just kind of balance that logic with emotion, okay? Like, yeah. So, I want to remind you that this is an energy that you possess, okay? And learning how to see things clearly, learning how to see the situation clearly, see both sides of the situation here and how it ended up with the result that it did, okay? Seeing those things clearly, and sifting through all of the noise, okay? All of those, like, deeper emotions that are just kind of telling you, you know, that, that are just kind of, you know, like, trying to lie to you about the situation, okay? Like, and that's how you get through this, okay? And this freedom from these limiting beliefs that you've placed on yourself, okay? It's coming, okay? Just keep working through it. Keep doing your best to see things for what they really are. And don't listen to those, like, harsh, like, overly critical inner voices that are just kind of trying to keep you stuck in this place, okay? This energy is how you free yourself. We have Nest. Keywords here are charity, generosity, and gratitude. Paying it forward as well as setting sincere and virtuous intentions will bring you a lot of good fortune. You can be generous with your time and your service. You do not always need to be monetarily generous. The cycle continues when you give your energy lovingly. The universe has no option but to return it, although it may be transmuted and returned in another form.
This spirit's call to loosen your grip on the things that you have and not hold on to them so dearly or tightly. You must freely give your love in order to generate what you desire. Giving without expecting anything in return frames your generosity with love and gratitude for those to whom you give. One of the greatest vibrations of love is surrendering to the enjoyment of giving without the need to receive. This could be a message to help someone who is in need. It could also indicate that you are feeling unusually impoverished and in need of others' generosity. If this is the case, spend time in nature, surrounded by the natural bounty, to alleviate your thoughts of inadequacy. You can open the floodgates to the immense abundance that is continuously being provided to you by shifting your perspective to thankfulness for the simple things. The universe wants you to be abundant. The flow is opened by nesting your beliefs of abundance and generosity. If you give willingly, you will receive it. The affirmation for this card is, I appreciate that my generosity creates a ripple that grows exponentially when my intentions are pure. And I know that this is something that you've also realized. This is something that I know you talked about like once before, like quite some time ago, is that you realized you kind of felt like you weren't providing any help to people that you cared for, but then that kindness that you once showed someone without even really thinking about it too much and realizing it ended up kind of being paid back to you. So, yeah. Just keep giving. Just keep giving that, like, positivity, that love to, those that are willing to accept it. Okay? And those who you feel like are actually deserving of it. So. Yeah. Right. And then we have be present. Yeah. Spirit communing section for this says, date night with your ancestors. It's time to celebrate your physical body. Take your spirits and yourself out on a date for the senses. Smell flowers for them. View sunsets and sunrises. Listen to waves or birds or live music. Seek pleasure for pleasure's sake. Live for them. They are fueled by your memories and experiences. Extra points if you find the spirit card in this deck that describes your ancestor best. Or use the ancestors card if you have multiple. And take the card with you on your date. Get drunk on life. So, enjoy yourself, okay? Experience the, let yourself fully experience the moment that you're in, okay? and know that your guides and your ancestors and such, they receive enjoyment from this as well, but it's mostly just about you living your life, okay? And they're there to enjoy it all with you. So. Okay. So I hope that message helps. I need some water. Okay. Also, speaking of enjoyment of life, I need a Reese's cup. Or rather, a Reese's pumpkin. I treated myself when I got groceries today and got myself a couple bags of assorted Reese's cups. It has like bats, ghosts, and pumpkins in it. And they're adorable and delicious. And also, I will say too, by the way, if you're like ever worried about like not really having anything to like offer a guide, and you just kind of feel like you should be offering them anything, get a piece of candy. One for yourself and one to offer. Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember those. I remember those, Egg. I once got myself one of the giant ones, and it was absolutely delicious. But so much sugar. It took me quite a while to finish it because it was just so much. I will say, out of these, the bats are the best because they're extra chunky, and they have even more peanut butter in them. Just saying. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that didn't go well. That is so much sugar. Okay. Aw. Yeah. Our local Kmart's closed like a long ass time ago. unfortunately. Okay. I'm not quite certain how to pronounce your name. I'm assuming it's Zizu or something? I have... Zizu? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was pronouncing that correctly. Alrighty, one moment. Let me finish my little Reese's Ghost here. And then we'll see what you need to hear. Alright. What does Zizu need to hear today? My goodness. Okay. Okay. We have, Three of Pentacles reversed. Strength. And, okay, Three of Cups upright. Given the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Strength card, I'm getting the sense, for some reason, that perhaps there might be some struggles involving, work. I don't know why I get the feeling that, like, work is testing you. Or just, like, people are testing you. Somewhere. It involves other people. And it's just kind of left you feeling just kind of, like, a bit low and just kind of, like, high-strung and just kind of wanting to give up. Okay? However, with the Strength card here, being upright, it is telling you that despite this, okay? Despite this, just keep pushing through, okay? Just keep holding on. Even though people are testing you, work is testing you, everything is fucking testing you, okay? Just keep going, okay? And take some time to have fun, okay? Spend time with people that you actually enjoy your time with. Go do something fun. Go take some time for yourself and rest. And do something you enjoy, okay? Because the Three of Cups is just all about, like... It can be about spending time with others and those that you're close to and stuff. But sometimes we don't have that. So it's just sometimes just about spending time doing things that we enjoy and just having fun, okay? Fun. Celebration. That's the key here with the Three of Cups, okay? Do something fun. Whatever that is for you. Whatever that is for you, okay? Alrighty, and let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add onto that. Okay. Let's see. Also... Oh. Really? That's the same card that we just got. I guess they really liked that one. We got Nest again. That might be why I kind of got, like, there was, like, another feeling that I got from this card that, I didn't mention, with the other reading, and that was, place your energy in the relationships that actually value you back. Okay? That was a feeling that I got with, like, the previous reading of this card. So, yeah. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but... So, yes. Okay, good. Because that does indeed go very, very well with that energy of, like, the Three of Cups as well. The people that value you, the people that are deserving of that energy is, like, where you should be placing that energy, okay? It's very much like that energy of just go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, okay? Go where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. There are people out there who will hold space for you in the way that you need and in ways that are beneficial to you, okay? And who will actually give you the same energy, give you the same energy back that you give to them, okay? So, I will, however, just for the sake of it, read this card again. The keywords are charity, generosity, and gratitude. Paying it forward, as well as setting sincere and virtuous intentions, will bring you a lot of good fortune. You can be generous with your time and your service. You do not always need to be monetarily generous. The cycle continues when you give your energy lovingly. The universe has no option but to return it, although it may be transmuted and returned in another form. This is Spirit's call to loosen your grip on the things that you have, and not hold on to them so dearly, or tightly. You must freely give your love in order to generate what you desire. Giving without expecting anything in return frames your generosity with love and gratitude for those to whom you give. One of the greatest vibrations of love is surrendering to the enjoyment of giving without the need to receive. This could be a message to help someone who is in need. It could also indicate that you are feeling unusually impoverished and in need of others' generosity. If this is the case, spend time in nature, surrounded by the natural bounty, to alleviate your thoughts of inadequacy. You can open the floodgates to the immense abundance that is continuously being provided to you by shifting your perspective to thankfulness for the simple things. The universe wants you to be abundant. The flow is opened by nesting your beliefs of abundance in generosity. If you give willingly, you will receive it. And the affirmation, again, for this card is, I appreciate that my generosity creates a ripple that grows exponentially when my intentions are pure. Perfect timing for ads there. Thank you for waiting, ads. Aw, that's adorable. I love when cats give you the head bonks. It's so cute. Okay. Good, I'm glad. Alrighty. And we also have the Embroidered Graveyard. Mm-hmm. Are you? That's cool. I've always found architecture fascinating. Mhm. Leo is actually the astrological sign that is associated with strength. So, yep. Also, that's adorable. That's adorable, Brief. Alright. Choosing the embroidered graveyard embroidered graveyard card very carefully, it seems. Okay, there we go. It always works that way. Every time I mention it, they're just like, oh. Are we taking too long? Here, fine. The card here is impervious. I feel like that's probably going to go very, very well with that strength card. What number is that? It's card 14. Okay. The spirit communing section for this says, imagine if you could go back in time to yourself at your lowest point. What would you say to yourself? Probably that these strong emotions are temporary, and that yes, you do, despite all odds, emerge from this. Practice this as a visualization and consider journaling your internal exploration. Perhaps go one step further and imagine your future self coming back to you now. What do they say? See the act of living for the cyclical process it is. You can escape your current pain and desperation in this way. And the introspection section for this is also fitting. So, a skeleton rises from vivid phoenix flames. If you are still breathing, then you are still winning. You are that blazing phoenix rising from the ashes of your mistakes, constantly reinventing yourself, transmuting your mistakes into wisdom, your life a reassuring cycle of betterment. You must keep going. Impervious says, do not quit. You can, you will, you must, and you do. Get out there and be a bad bitch today. So I hope that message helped. And thank you for stopping by. Well, thank you. Okay. Let me take a drink of water here. Yeah. The peanut butter from the candy there made me a little thirsty. I'm assuming you're still mystery? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. What message do you need to hear today? Ah. Are you the altar that is usually associated with the task of doing homework and such? Or are you just really good at just like keeping on track? Okay, we have Rider reversed. Rider reversed. Okay, you have Justice upright. Ten of Cups. Queen of Wands. And there was an extra card. And oop. The Five of Wands reverse. Okay. Do you want to know what's funny? Do you want to know what's funny about that? The Justice card flipped over. It was present, it just didn't pop out. During the first collective, the Justice card was present, it just did not pop out. Indeed it was, apparently. So there's of course this energy of, you know, like things coming back into balance here, okay? Things coming back into balance, things coming back into alignment, things just kind of returning to a state of just a state of harmony, okay? Because things might be like very imbalanced right now, and things aren't probably going, you know, like there may have been like some slight hiccups along like the way here with the things that you're working towards here, okay? And I get the sense that that's coming from like this Five of Wands reverse energy. Just kind of the Five of Wands like upright energy specifically. You might just be worried about like not seeing eye to eye on things, okay? And that there'll just kind of be like there might be some just kind of like a mismatch there. Where you're not like you're worried about just like kind of conflict and things not really going in your favor. And just worrying about taking risks with things, okay? So the Ten of Cups is here to remind you that again, like this emotional fulfillment and like this happiness and just this, you know, like happy ending, okay, that you're seeking here, it's right there, okay? It's coming. It's like right on the horizon. But first, you need to believe you deserve it. Okay? Believe you deserve it. Take matters in your own hands, because the Queen of Wands knows what she wants, and she knows how to fucking go after it, okay? So follow your heart. Good. Now go chase after what you want. And go fucking get it. Don't hide yourself out of fear, okay? Did you? And how did that go? That's good, at least. That's good. Okay, let's see what the Oracle wants to add here. You're fucking shitting me. What did I say about that Queen of Wands? What's one of those phrases on there? And also, going in line with all the signs you've been seeing lately, you also have an owl. Okay, so, Hardt. Keywords here are emotional awakening, intuition, and following your heart. Poor Wyatt. Your heart, instincts, and passions are the barometers to direct your actions. Oh no. Your heart, instincts, and passions are the barometers to direct your actions, not your mind. By embodying this way of life, you are showing others that it is also safe for them to do so. There is a way to build a foundation and pursue your desires that allows for freedom. Living authentically, whether or not your choices and actions make sense to others, is an aspect of your soul's mission. The world that you create is your art form, or piece of art. You live and thrive outside of the confines of convention. You help set people free from a limited or mundane life by your example. You create a space for others to transform. You are destined to be a leader without even trying to be one, which is achieved simply by being yourself. You help to teach people not to use or wear social masks, and to simply walk away from those who don't understand you. Family stability and ties may not have been strong in your life, and therefore you learn to develop a self-love that gives you the freedom to be nomadic if you choose, and not tied down to certain people or places. You know unconditional love is the source of truth, and whenever your heart speaks, you follow. Regardless of how risky or unconventional the path appears to others. Your destiny is to live free and live your dreams, and that is the example you give to others. This deck has been so fucking spot on. Like, it's been calling to me for, like, quite a while since I first discovered it, like, earlier this year. And there is a reason for that. The affirmation here says, I am listening to the voice within. I am supported by the universe. I deserve to thrive. Yep. Good. And then we have... Let's see what that one wants to say. By the way, if this deck is interesting you, and sounds like one that you actually want to get, this is also another deck that's only about like $20, okay? So, just saying. It's cute. Aww. Well, see, there you go. We have the keywords here are wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. The spirit of the owl calls to you. What a fantastic opening line. What a fucking fantastic opening line. You are beginning to shift your views, not based on the illusion of attaining your goals, but by learning you already are that which you seek. Continue to act as if the things you want are already a part of your reality. Make the mental shift from scarcity to abundance. Replace the tools you'll need to connect yourself with the manifestation of your reality in your imagination. Choose to adore and love yourself. This isn't about adoring your outer self or accepting your external physical self. It's about accepting and loving the greatness and beauty of your inner existence. You have begun to recognize and commit devotion to your own wonderful essence. Awaken to the incredible miracle you are. You are entering the higher dimensions. You can hear the teachings of the Ascended Masters. Continue to ignore any and all interference. You are being called to reflect on what you are feeling and why. Take time to ponder where these feelings are coming from. Create awareness of them so you can modify future outcomes from events that are bound to happen again, because they are meant to teach you something that will help you grow and be the best version of yourself. Consider how you can be more awake and present in similar circumstances in the future. Examine how you feel in a situation and realize that you have the power to change it by making a choice and following through. The affirmation for this card is, I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee myself peace at any moment. Okay. I don't know who the fuck said that, but I just heard, for some reason, I just heard, you heard the man. Uh. Oh, 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 oh. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna read both sections for this, okay? The spirit communing section for this says, the spirit of a lover is coming through. Chat with them using the guidance from a specific spirit spread on page 244. They could be living or past. This could be your lover or someone of any gender who identifies as being the romantic and daydreamer type. Their message is to love deeper, truer, more often. Kiss longer, hug tighter, make time for passion and sensuality. Laugh and talk open and honestly. Truly let your lover in. Shed the fear of rejection because they will love you all the more for seeing your flaws, because to them they aren't flaws at all, but quirks that they absolutely adore about you. And the introspection section. Yeah, I have gnats that have been annoying the fuck out of me. They're attracted to the light. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the introspection section for this says, what if you spoke to what if you spoke to yourself the same way you spoke to others? Like your friends and loved ones. We are often our own worst critic, and it can be very hard to step out from under the thumb of our own inner harshness. Look how far you've come. You've scaled mental mountains and slain emotional demons. You've blazed your own trail through this chaotic jungle of a life. Acknowledge this and love yourself through the ongoing journey. You can go part of the way with a hustle and grind mentality, but you can go so much further with love, self-kindness, and patience. Try it for a whole lunar cycle and watch your joy soar. I love this spell, Love and Laughter on Happy Days, on page 234, because it takes happy days and commits them to memory, so they are easily cemented into the mind and recalled easily. Okay. So I hope that message helps. So, hello, Fly. Just chilling right on the top of that lover's card there. But yeah, I hope that message helped. Alrighty. Of course. Though, I can't guarantee that it'll give you an answer, because it's been quite sassy with you lately. Essentially just kind of telling you to trust yourself. Though that also does just kind of fit in with the energy of that deck itself. It is very sassy. It is very sassy. It's just extra sassy. Because Wyatt doesn't appear to want to answer the questions. Alrighty. Let's see. You're all good. Alrighty. Let's see what answer it has for you here. That's kind of both of a non-answer and an answer. We got trust you already know, followed by visualize your desire. So. I get the sense that the energy of that is probably as long as you go after what you want. So. That's just that's just the energy that those two responses together are just kind of giving. Just like, maybe. But yes, of course he would be super proud of you. Like, that's just kind of what, like, they just want what's best for us. They're gonna be proud of us no matter what, but they just want us to go after the things that... They just want us to go after things without fear. They want us to trust in ourselves. They want us to just believe in ourselves, and they want us to live life. Yeah, I understand that. I know there's like a lot of like superstition. There's a lot of like superstition around like manifestation and stuff. And I get why you know, I get why people would, you know, have some of those like superstitious beliefs around it. I myself personally don't really believe in like that too much. I do to an extent, but mostly just because like when it's in the early stages and like things can go either way, like talking about it can just kind of yeah. I feel like it just kind of ends up leading to like some embarrassment and shame if like things don't quite go the way that you like intended to, like after you've like talked about things with others. So, and I think that's where that like sort of thing like comes in for me. Alrighty. So, let's see. Do we want to do another like closing message like we did with the opening message? Or what do we think? Should we just do the normal closing message? Same as the opening? Okay. Yeah. I just really didn't want to be streaming until like as late as I did like the other night, because I was like streaming and for like about 3 hours, I think. So okay, so we're gonna do this the same way that we did earlier. Not that I'm like too worried about like connecting to, you know, like forces that don't really have our best interests in mind. But we'll do it this way. Just for the comfort of all involved. Alrighty. And what message would you like to give us? What message would you like to close us out with? Hold on. Okay, this card popped out and I really fucking need to know. Someone is either being really fucking funny right now. Someone is like being really fucking funny right now. I'm just really fucking curious what this card is now. We have conflict here, which this did flip over in like the opening message as well. That's not the card I'm laughing about. With this combination of cards, I think someone is just being a sassy little fucking shit. Okay? And I really want to know what the second card is because it's fucking hilarious. Chicken. Look at the fucking image on that card. Also, the fucking image of these two together with conflict just being someone pointing at another person, like just pointing directly at you. And then like the chicken card, it's just like, what are you, a fucking chicken shit? I don't know like, someone thinks they're fucking funny. Someone thinks they're funny. My god. Okay, so let's read conflict. Okay. Conflict. When conflict storms into a reading, it brings energetic dissonance ranging from a tantrum to a tornado. This is a card with its own jarring soundtrack. Shouting, shrieking, crashing, breaking, accusing, fighting, name-calling, derisive laughter, even weaponized silence. Its core is tense, volatile, unstable, angry, protracted, sometimes unrepentant. It represents hatred and rage, battles and war, rivals, enemies, or blackened hearts, and perpetrators of violence or abuse. I love that line, by the way. Egg. I fucking love that. But shit is just like so fucking funny. Alternatively, conflict can also represent an internal process, indicating an inability to arrive at a peaceful resolution of two opposing courses of thought, feeling, or action. This card also often asks, where are you experiencing a pattern of conflict in your life? Is the charged atmosphere of fighting familial and familiar? A comfort zone to which you've become accustomed? Perhaps you've developed great skills in the area of conflict management and resolution. Unless this is your vocation, your affinity for calamity will attract friends and relations with never-ending turmoil. The beloved dead offer a word to the battle-weary. Say bye-bye to the cray-cray. It might be time to beat a retreat to peace and quiet. And this might, again, it's going back in line with, like, some of the earlier readings about, like, fearing conflict, fearing, like, connection with others because we fear it's just gonna go wrong. But I also feel like with the combination of cards, someone thinks they're really funny, and it's just, like, again, it's just someone just pointing directly at you. And like with the fucking combination of that and chicken, it's just kind of like, what are you, scared? Are you chicken shit? You gonna fucking go after what you want or not? And it just seems like really like fucking like playful and just kind of, you know. Again, those mischief makers that just kind of like pushing your buttons a little. Because they know exactly where to press them to just kind of like jumpstart you into action. That's the energy. Chicken. When chicken enters, it does so with trepidation, head down, focused on pecking pellets in the sand. At chicken's core, it's a powerlessness, helplessness, an inability or reluctance to step out of a comfort zone. Uh-huh. Why? Because there's always the fear of the fox in the henhouse. This is a card of avoidance. Chickens deal with perceived threats by withdrawing, quitting, running away, or even combusting whatever reinforces feelings of inadequacy. The beloved dead of chicken knows how a painful lack of support and validation can force a young heart to adapt. It either grows stronger and develops warrior instincts, or fainter, and chooses to don a feathered breastplate, the armor of the lily-livered. If you're unconsciously releasing this energetic pheromone into the universe, beware. It attracts the predators. Fear can be a healthy instinct, particularly when it's keeping you safe from real crocodiles, but not if it's keeping you wired in by self-imposed doubts and limitations, scratching in the dirt instead of soaring with the eagles. Summon your inner sovereign. Interesting. Especially considering all the messages we've gotten lately about sovereignty. Yeah. So, yep, that energy indeed matches exactly what I said. It's just a little mischievous energy that's just being like, hey. Sovereignty is about, like, personal power. So, like, it's about accepting our own authority and that we have the power to essentially just kind of... We have the power over our own lives. No one else gets to choose that for us. No one gets to make decisions for us. It's all up to us, okay? That's what sovereignty is. But yeah, so exactly what I thought here. It is indeed just kind of that little like playful and mischievous energy that's just kind of pushing your buttons and just being like, hey, you gonna go after what you want, or are you just gonna hide? You gonna give up? No? Then you better get your fucking ass out there. It's like that sibling energy. That one's funny. Alrighty. Oh no. Poor ghost. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. Oh well. Anyway. We have adventure, of course.
Because of course we do.
Adventure. Feel like this is a card we've been getting a lot lately. Your spirit guides and ancestors have looked ahead and can see the path is clear and safe for you. This is the yes that leads to change, yes to the promotion, yes to moving to a new city, yes to a date. This card says don't let fear keep your life small. If there are genuine reasons to not proceed, then by all means follow these. However, if fear is the only reason, it's not a valid one, and we're not allowing it, thanks. Open the gates and expand your world. You'll be rewarded for your yes actions, so make sure to take them. Because you can't have adventure without action, can you?
That fits in so well. That fits in so well.
Alrighty. And finally, we have the Page of Wands. Let's put these down a little bit. You have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the World. Bravery. Bravery. Okay? Be brave. Okay? Follow your heart. Follow that curiosity. Go after the things you want. Take some risks, okay? Don't keep yourself small, okay? Don't... Ah. Sorry, my fucking throat. Jesus fuck. That was a gnat. Thank you for the extra protein. Oh. That was unpleasant. Okay, so, as I was trying to say, none of that King of Wands reversed energy, okay? Where you're keeping yourself small, where you're feeling like you don't deserve it, you don't have that confidence in yourself, and you feel like you don't have what it takes to go after those things that you want, okay? You need that King of Wands upright energy, okay? Which is where you're confident, you believe in yourself, you trust in yourself, you trust that you have the ability to go after what you want, and you know how to get what you want, okay? And it's about that energy of just actualization, of those things that you desire. Your heart's desires are manifested. Okay. That's the energy there. With that King of Wands, okay? Don't let fear keep you small. Go after the things you want, okay? Remember, the things that are meant for you won't pass you by. And as long as you follow your heart, you'll get to where you want to be. Okay? And that's apparently the message that Spirit wants to, like, send here. I can't tell if that was Mr. Sass or someone else. But, I think it was. The world ain't ready for you. Yeah. That's what I said. I think that was Mr. Sass. The world ain't ready for you, but go make it your bitch. Like, that's precisely why the world ain't ready for you. Cause you can make that shit your bitch, so. Yeah. Mr. Sass likes saying a bunch of shit like that to you. So, that's who he is, okay? He was very much the epitome of this sort of energy. And that, like, Emperor energy as well. Because the Emperor is essentially just kind of like an elevated version of this, okay? He was very driven and very ambitious. That's part of what got him into trouble. But more so because people didn't like it. People couldn't handle it. So. So I hope that message helps. So not giving into fear. This is again just kind of like very much just going in line with that fucking poem that I wrote. That is just again just kind of like a very very concentrated burst of just like Mr. Sass energy. So yeah. Oh boy. Is it? And yeah, it's just kind of funny and like yeah. He and I are very in tune with each other, so like it's very easy for me to bring forth those messages from him, so yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely have to go take a look at that. I myself, like the other day, was it Tuesday night? I think it was Tuesday night that I ended up writing like that second verse to the poem. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, before I leave, I just want to say something as well, because you may have noticed that the price for that goal on that goal has changed. I updated it to reflect a sale price that's like occurring right now. It'll be on sale through like the entirety of October. Oh, one of the decks is. And if we by chance end up making the amount necessary to buy that deck that is on sale before the end of the month, I'll probably just kind of end the goal early and purchase it, and then just make the other part like its own separate goal. So, I did just want to clarify that. But yeah, so whoever needed to hear that message, I hope it helps. But unfortunately with that, it's time for me to go. So that I can, ooh, go get some more, food and go take some time to rest. And such. So, yeah. Thank you all for stopping by. Whether you joined the queue, talked in chat, or just lurked, I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope to see you all again soon, but bye for now.